Good afternoon again, folks, and we're back with some more wine tastings. In this case, Manzanilla, which if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know is a singular favourite of mine. From the region of Jerez in southern Spain, Manzanilla has to come from Sanlúcar de Barrameda. It's very light, well, I was going to say light, not always. Dry, salty, spicy. It's just a beautiful aperitif drink, or to be drunk on its own. Now, one of these Manzanillas is my singular favourite, and I'll tell you which one it is before we start the taste test, because quite frankly I'll be biased. But let's look at what we have here from left to right. On the right, Manzanilla Pastrana. This is from Bodegas Hidalgo, and it is, as the label suggests, a single vineyard Manzanilla. It's not a blend. Historically goes back quite a way, and it's just a single vineyard Manzanilla. Few pounds more expensive, and I'll show you the self-edged prices from Waitrose, where I bought all these, than La Gitana, which is also a Bodegas Hidalgo offering. This is, I will tell you here and now, and just admit any bias that might come up, singularly my favourite Manzanilla, bar none. I love it. And off to the right is my favourite standby in a half bottle, Manzanilla Superior Alegria. This is a Williams Humbert offering, and it's honestly, if we set aside the Pastrana, which is a single vineyard, it's a very close second to La Gitana, in my opinion. So, getting the favourite out of the way, we're going to start with a taste of La Gitana. Okay, so here's the La Gitana, my favourite. As you can see, very straw-coloured, pale sherry, Manzanilla. Nose, very reminiscent of the ocean to me. Good strong nose. Let's have a taste. It's very dry. Very stimulating around the edge of the tongue. Good finish. Earthy, salty, and very palate clearing. I absolutely love this Manzanilla. You know, it's not going to be for everybody, because if you've grown up drinking, you know, Amontillado or Rosso cream sherries, you're going to find this very dry. But if you enjoy finos, you might very well enjoy this, so I'd suggest you give it a try. Now let's go on to the Alegria. So now it's our turn to look at the Alegria Manzanilla Superior by Williams Humbert. Now, you're probably thinking this doesn't look like much of the other segments, and you'd be absolutely right, because I managed to lose the section on the Alegria. Either I didn't save it properly, or it went somewhere, who knows. As I've said before, I'm breaking in a new camera and I'm still learning some of it, so it was obviously my fault. However, here we are with the Manzanilla Alegria. Typically I'm seeing this in England in half bottle sizes, which is great for people who just maybe want to try a Manzanilla, and it's about £6 or £7 at Waitrose. Can't say that I've seen it anywhere else. Anyway, let's just have a look at this. It's got a nice colour to it, again, pale straw coloured. Maybe a little paler than La Gitana. I don't know. It's still pretty pale. Let's have a sniff and a taste. Quite a light nose, but it's there. Almost raisiny nose to this Manzanilla, which isn't something I'd normally say. Now let's have a sip and see what it's like. Quite stimulating around the edge of the tongue. Still tasting that finish. Let's try a little bit. Very tangy, not as strong on the palate as the La Gitana, but certainly stronger than our single vineyard Manzanilla. Again, as I've said before, this is a great aperitif. Would do well with harder cheeses, maybe some salty sausage, not smoked sausage though, that might overpower this. If you were serving that as an hors d'oeuvre or just by itself. And as I said before, this would be a great choice for people who want to start out on Manzanillas and maybe start on a half bottle. And now let's move on to the last of the Manzanillas. Bodegas Hidalgo, Manzanilla Pastrana, Manzanilla Passada, Pastrana single vineyard. Colour, again I would say it's probably just a tad darker, still straw colour, a little darker than the La Gitana. Excuse me. Has nose, pleasant nose actually. Again, softer than the La Gitana. A lot softer. I'd almost say hints of cut wood and cedar in there on the nose. Let's give it a little swirl, another try. Yeah, definitely hints of cut wood to me, or at least that's what it makes me think of. Let's have a taste. More a bite around the edges of the tongue than the Williams and Humbert offering, which was extremely soft for a Manzanilla. This is also, again, very pleasant aftertaste. Very easy drinking Manzanilla. Almost citrusy, I have to say. Yes, definitely some hints of citrus in there. Again, a little more definition than the Williams and Humbert Manzanilla. But this also would be a good all-day Manzanilla. By the way, I chill all mine. They come from the fridge. They're not ice cold, but they are chilled, which is how I prefer it. So let's just take a look at a screenshot of the prices, and after which I'll tell you which one I still like the best. Well, I gave it away just then, didn't I? Okay, you're looking at shelf edge prices. £12 for a bottle of La Gitana. A gift, in my opinion. £14 for a full bottle equivalent of the Allegria. And £18 for the single vineyard Manzanilla. As we look further at the Waitrose shelves, you'll notice that I am not the only person that likes La Gitana, because the shelf is empty again. So let me just tell you that I like the La Gitana the best of these three. It's very strong, grab you, shake you by the throat, but it's a good strong Manzanilla. But for beginners to Manzanilla, either of the other two, probably the Allegria with the half bottle would be the best choice, because it's a good place to start. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and particularly share with your friends.